Evan, how are you doing?
Doing great, James. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Okay, so we're going to go through another game, and today we're going to go through the final round of the Malta Open. And this was 2017. Now, you've won a lot of big tournaments. Was this before or after you won Niagara Falls?
Year after. Niagara Falls was 2016.
Okay, and you've also won New Orleans, which is another huge Scrabble tournament. So that one came after this one. So this
2019. Yep, that
yeah.
was 2019.
So well, that means you've been winning big tournaments every year for 3 years.
Well, 2018, I don't remember if there's anything, but I don't think there's anything major in that year. Nothing
Okay,
comes to
all
mind
right,
right away.
all right. There'll be more down the road. Okay, so this game, which would be a fun game to go through. This is the Malta Open. So this is a big Scrabble tournament, unsurprisingly in Malta. But you get a lot of international players that you wouldn't otherwise be normally playing in North America, so that's fun.
Yeah,
And
it was. Yeah, I had heard great things about the tournament. I mean, the location's great. Usually there's a decent field there too, and I figured. I mean, we were planning a trip, guess to Italy anyway, so we fit this in at the beginning
yeah, I've never
before.
been to Malta. I'd love to go to Malta. Um,
It is a great tournament. It's well run. Yeah, Malta. You can go around. I mean, I didn't do this. My Amanda, my wife, did this, and she went on a couple of tours during the thing. But you can get around like the island and pretty much, the country, which is the country in a day.
yeah, I'd love to go. I mean, hopefully down the road. I will. So in this tournament, I know you won it, but I don't know how you won it. Was it a you were leading all the way, or was it kind of neck and neck, or were there many people at the top?
Yeah, I was leading like after the first day. I think I was the only one who was 7-1 after the first day. Then the second day, yeah, I was still leading, but David Webb had caught up by then, and then yeah, and then by I guess the third and final day, it was time for me to catch up to that, and going into the final game, I had to beat David by 36 points
Okay.
to win the tournament.
So does that at all alter the way you play the game, or do you just play the same standard game?
Yeah, it's 30 since 36 isn't a significant, winning margin. You're not really going to do much different.
Hmm.
I mean, as you get down closer to the end of the game, if it's still in play, either way, then you probably more mindful of it then. But going into the game, no, there's not much difference.
Right. Well, maybe that will come into into some of the analysis as we go through, as we do get towards the end of the game.
Spoiler alert! It will come down
Oh, it
to,
does.
to
Okay.
something. Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
actually looked at this game in a long time, and I should have actually tried to look at it earlier today to get a bit of a sense of what's going on. So I'm as kind of seeing this fresh. So what it means basically is I haven't looked up any better plays. So I normally try and make myself look good by going, oh, what about this play? But I haven't looked them up. So shall we just get going? Let's do it.
Yep. Let's go for
Okay,
it.
so we should say a little first actually about David. He has a YouTube channel, so I'll link to that.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
very well known, top expert level player from England, who has been playing top level Scrabble for a couple of decades, I guess, maybe
Yeah.
a bit
Yeah.
longer,
He's been
maybe.
playing since maybe I think since the 80s, I
Yeah,
believe, when he first started.
yeah, terrific player, really nice guy. And okay, so you have to win by 36.
Right. And
Um,
I had just beaten him the previous round as well,
right.
and it was like it wasn't a large number either. I think it maybe have been about 100,
Right.
maybe that. I can't even
But like a
remember now.
one turn type game, like close game.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Okay.
Because I yeah.
So in this game, we have racks from both players. So we'll see David's racks. That's because it was streamed, and I'll also link to the actual game, the video of the game. So we won't overanalyze David's plays too much because we're more focused on your thought process, and he's not here to tell us his thought process. But anyway, we'll comment a little bit about what he has. So his opening rack, blank AAIJTW, And I think that jaw seems like the most obvious standard play, right?
Yeah, I don't. That seems like.
I mean, there's slightly more interesting words, but they're not worth burning a blank for. So
Yeah, no, not like that.
this
No.
no. So we played jaw. He played jaw.
Yep.
And then you had a rack of AADDLNT. And you have a few options, I guess, with this rack. You played Dad. That's what you ended up playing.
Yep.
For the leave, you prefer LANT over LAND, I guess?
Yeah, I've kind of softened on my view of the D because
Yeah.
I thought it was for a while I thought it was too overrated because I mainly associated with like either the ed suffix or the prefix and stuff like that, and thought that it wasn't. Since I mean, I'm not gonna say since this game, but in maybe the last couple of years, I've sort of softened my approach and sort of liked the D a little more. LAALNT, I just felt it better. I mean, ADNT needs an E. I thought, it has to have an E.
I think the D generally loves the E, doesn't it? Like you need the E for the D. Like if you have an O with a D, it's not great.
I mean, it matters. I mean, it matters situation. I mean, that can easily work out too. I mean,
I mean,
with an O.
The other thing maybe to say is the L and the N though, they don't like each other. I'm not. Well, I mean, you play better than me. You tell me ALNT is better, I'll go with it. But
I mean, ADNT. I mean, I like it better.
Yeah.
I mean, at that time, I liked it better. I mean,
any thought, because like this has more front hooks playing something like this, and Dad has, to my knowledge, 0 front hooks.
Right. Yeah.
So
you're correct.
I don't know. Okay, it's probably overthinking this, but yeah, Dad seems fine. Right. So David does still have that blank with AAEIGT, and he finds a bingo. Agitate.
Yeah.
Few other options.
Yeah, agatize. Yeah, agatize. Yeah, that was mentioned in the commentary, saying that he must have missed that.
Yeah.
Because that's clearly the better play.
He scores 7 more points.
Yeah, and is not as dangerous too. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually forget which of the agitates he played.
I believe that's the version that would make more sense based on the fact that you want to. Yeah, because you want to leave the one beside the.
He did in fact make the T there, the blank.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Okay, so you then. Actually, you don't have much to consider on your next rack because you have double A, double L, INT, so that's a bingo, and you find your 7.
Yeah, good thing I kept LANT.
Yeah, to draw the other L. Yeah.
Yep, that's where I played it. Yep.
So that's pretty much, if you play Scrabble, you learn that word pretty early on. Oh, and I didn't do this in the introduction, but your bingo finding has to be probably down as one of your strengths, I would say.
That's
you pretty much crush the online bingo finding.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I do card boxes every day, so that too, and Aerolith pretty much.
Yeah, so
just about every day.
You're not going to miss that word, so that's good. Now, David, this is actually an interesting rack to think about. His next rack is EHOR, then 2 U's and a Y. And let's have a look at what he played with this rack. He played UE, as in a U-turn. But there is actually a bunch of other things he could play for more points. And
it was discussed in the commentary as well, saying that YEH is the thing, but a couple of people I believe said that you don't want to keep 2 U's. Keeping 2 U's isn't a great option. But I mean, the thing is, the other one's 30. It's 30. What is it? 48
it's 30 points. More points. This is 48 versus 18 for this.
18. Yeah. I mean, that's tough to give up on that. I mean, it keeps ORUU, which, I mean, it's not the worst 4-letter leave, but it's, I mean,
I always think if you draw one high scoring consonant with that, you might be able to spend a turn of scoring 25, 30, and you might get lucky to get past it.
yeah, or I mean, you can draw an S and get one of those OUS
Yeah.
bingos with
Yeah.
the other U in the first four.
Although I'm not sure where it's going to play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, on this board, yeah, it's probably not. Yeah, there's really not many.
Yeah,
options
but I
for
think
that.
the extra points, you just have to take those extra points, don't you?
That's, yeah. I mean, he was considering the point that, yeah, someone had brought up in the commentary during the game, saying that he, I mean, I don't know his thinking for this, but was that, you know, didn't want to keep two U's.
Yeah, I mean that's usually a great rule of thumb, is to not keep two U's. Okay, so let me put Yui back on the board. There we go. Right, so your next rec, if we go forward one move, is, well, yeah, we just talked about you're good at finding bingos. DEGNRRU.
Yeah.
And I've put Yui in the wrong place right now. It should be not even there. It should be there. And I mean, this kind of thing, did you see it instantly? Presume you did.
Yeah. But see, what I had to do is, if you'll see the video, is I started laying down GRND, and then I started picking up, because I had to write down on the back of the sheet the ending of it. And I said URE is wrong, EUR is correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For that, I know I just had to, I was pretty sure on that, but I just had to write it down just to get it in my mind, saying,
like
okay, that's the
mental check. Yeah, I guess with this, you just play it, then move on, right? There's nothing really to see. Okay, so David doesn't have two U's because he got rid of one, so he has EEOU, CHR, so some synergy in CH and R and E, and he plays Well, well, you could pronounce that because you're Canadian.
A.
Right. Okay. That's how it's pronounced. Okay. I haven't really thought about this move. It turns out it sims best, or at least it's quickly simming best. Maybe.
Yeah, the rest of the leave is decent. I mean,
yeah.
It
is one of those things where you've got 3 vowels and 2 consonants, which is the wrong ratio, really, isn't it? You'd much rather have 3 consonants and 2 vowels, but
yeah, but this is not a terrible thing. I mean, in the fact that, I mean, you only have it with one consonant, an extra consonant. That's all you need. You don't need 2 consonants really with that CEORU.
Right.
Not all the time. I mean, it's there are times obviously when you do, but I mean that's not terrible in this case.
I would say with this that there's not many places to bingo on the board. I mean, there's the to the R, the S underneath grandeur, and then you can squeeze something under dad, possibly,
or over Leno.
Over there, yeah. But it's not like wide open. There are lanes, but it's not wide open. So he scores 29 for that, and that's pretty good. Now you have W and an X with smile. So
I have the S. Yeah.
You do have the X. Sorry, the S.
Oh, well, the S.
And the X. So you just go straight up for mixes to basically burn that spot.
And in the commentary, it was suggested that it was probably best for me to play mules to set up my X.
That's a nice move, actually.
Yeah, I didn't see. I just went for points and didn't even consider that. I just said mixes. I got the MNet. And the W is not the greatest letter either, but I know I can probably score with it decently.
You scored 8 more points.
Yeah, it scores 8 more. But I mean, it's for. If I would have seen it, I definitely would have. Yeah, I strongly would have considered it.
I guess when you often have the X, I mean, you're kind of looking to get rid of it and score a lot of points with it.
Right. See, yeah, my thought is, like I was saying, that I have to win by 36. So I was thinking, let me just try and score as many points as I can right in this turn without looking at the fact that I should have looked at.
Did you play it pretty instantly?
Yeah. It was pretty quickly.
So if you'd fought a bit more, you'd have probably generated mules.
Yeah.
Okay, mixes was played. And actually, the leave of David was a good decision because he drew into a nice 7-letter word. Again, a word that Scrabble players are going to see pretty instantly, co-inure. And there's also Ko in your eye, right? But
That's right.
you're not playing it there. There's two places to play it, there or there.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Especially for 9 less points and in a
Yeah.
more dangerous spot, you are not going to do that.
No. So he plays that there. That's pretty no-brainer for David.
Yep.
And you actually drew quite nicely here. You drew Deeilsw.
Yeah.
So you play Lude, which scores a nice 33 points.
Yeah,
Did you
and
consider
it was brought
anything
up.
else?
I thought of other things too, but as I said earlier, I didn't really like. I don't really like these. Yeah, Wex was brought up in the commentary as probably not saying a no-brainer play, but it's the one that
It's the equity play, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the play that
Keeping slide is a super bingo. Well, not super bingo, but a pretty good bingo leave.
Right. And yeah, that options are slightly off there because EW wasn't good then.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that at the beginning. This was played with the old word list, which...
This 15, yeah.
15, so it didn't change until what, July of 19?
No, it was... Wait, was it? Yeah, it was...
I think it was...
Well, yeah, it was... Yeah, it was after... It was definitely after New Orleans in January. Yeah, it was later that year, yeah.
So I think
that's right. It was
July I think about that summer of 2019 is when it changed. So EW is now a word for our international word list, but at the time was not.
Right.
So these would be the other options underneath Dad.
Yeah.
But you did Lude, right? Which
I mean, it does keep 2 vowels, and ELS might be slightly better, but it scores 3 less. The WEID. Scores 3 less. I didn't really see that either. I was just looking for the highest one that I can put the W and D in there.
And it puts you up basically that 30 something range, which you need to be.
Which is I need to at least hang around there or exceed that.
Yeah. So David's rack, he's still suffering with this kind of like too many vowels to consonants. He has AAIOLPR, and what does he look for? He manages to play OR, which sets up a bit of a hotspot above the OX, which is a bit perhaps risky. I haven't looked at this move, and there's some other suggestions. I guess you haven't really looked at this move either because it wasn't used.
I mean, on the commentary, I sort of looked at. I think John Chu was recording relaying the racks.
Okay.
So. For people to see, and so I'm not sure what people did say about that one.
Any of these take your fancy, or
his play is okay, I guess. I mean, it does. Yeah, it does. That's the problem with it is the hotspot. Yeah, like a 3-tile play there.
Yeah.
For something like that. I mean, Pax. Yeah. I mean,
but you draw 2 vowels to this, and then your next move is awful.
Yeah, Pax. Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah. I mean, the C is out there still, so I mean, it's.
Well, how's the C relevant? What are you talking about with the C?
Well, I'm just saying that it's a consonant to play through. I mean, if you pick up vowels, or pick up another vowel or whatever, but
there's nothing really that's particularly great, is there?
Yeah,
really?
No, there isn't. I mean, Proud.
I might play that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't know why they want you to play Pax or Pox.
Well, I should just show people that's what the sim likes best.
I don't. I mean, the P is a nice tile to have, and you're not getting much for it really. I mean, you're getting you're using up another vowel by playing Prow.
Yeah, that's the merit of it.
Yeah.
But you can see they're all pretty close. They're pretty close, and this is probably a move that maybe Quackle doesn't really work out super well anyway. So we'll go with his plays fine. So you have also quite a few vowels. You have OOIESTY. So you do have a Y for scoring and an S for it's just a nice tile to have. And you play oi, one of the first three-letter words that I learned that I then had to unlearn when playing American Scrabble. So that's a nice fit. It fits very nicely under here, OYE, for 30-something points.
Yeah, that didn't. I don't think that took that long. I mean, the video will tell all, really.
Yeah.
But I don't think it took that long, really, for that, because I mean, I didn't have anything above the OX.
Right.
That
There are
was
4
worth playing.
E's unseen.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't see the problem in putting the extra E on the end for more points here. I mean, an E is lovely to keep, right? But there's 4 unseen, and you're keeping it with 2 vowels, and one of your consonants is an S.
Yeah, and keeping IOST. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's, and for the extra points too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good play. All right, so David now has AGILPRT, and he is now down by 44. So it's got to be slightly concerning for him to be that far down. But he does score a lot of points with a 3-letter play above OX. So when you played OI, were you at all thinking about the spot above OX, or?
Well, there's nothing for really me to play there, anyways. I with what I had, I was the only tile I had that could have gone above that was the S, and I'm not burning that for. And I have nothing that goes above EM either. So
so
I wasn't
you just
really
couldn't
thinking
score,
about that.
And it would be a complete waste of time to be playing like YAEYU or something.
Yeah.
Right. So these are the words that go above there. They're all 3-letter words, and you just have to choose the one that is the best. So David scored the one that gives the best leave and scores the most points, which seems like good Scrabble sense to me.
Yeah.
So now, with that play, he basically tied you. There's 2-point difference. And you drew the Q with some vowels, including the I. So, fortunately, he didn't play gap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, it was pretty fortunate with that, because...
Right, that's your only other Q spot.
Well, I mean, I have QI under Lanadol, but no one... Yeah, there too, I guess, but... I mean,
there's this as well.
But, but I mean but I'm going for the highest scoring one.
If he had played gap, what do you do?
Run. No. Well, I mean, I would probably go with one of the QIs, and let me see which one. Probably the one next to Grandeur. Grandeurs.
Right, to keep this there. L and this area above here.
Well,
open.
Because of that. Yeah, that seems most likely. Both of them have a, and plus the triple one on the O column going down is only 4 letters. The other one I'm doing a 5-letter. Doing a 5-letter one.
And now at this point with the scores, well, we'll actually put your play back in. But with the scores, you're up by 30-ish, a bit more, 33, I think.
Yeah.
Looking at the board, there's only really, I mean, this is a bingo lane, but you've got to get the L in the 6th position, which is hard. And then it's this, right?
Yeah, it's that.
There's this one super hot lane. You have an S, but there's still 2 unseen and a blank. So are you...
I
guess most of your plays you haven't had to think, I mean, this is a no-brainer play.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do about this right now. Like, you just hope that you get there before he gets there, I guess.
Yeah, that's, I mean, as right now, I'm just, I mean, I can't remember what my thinking was, but it's pretty intense.
Just scoring points.
I'm scoring points and trying just to, keep in mind what the difference is.
Yeah. Okay, so next move, David has ALMNORT. I actually really like his play here. He finds Melotti, which is a nice word to find.
Yeah, is it the plural of Loti?
I'm glad you asked, because I did have my Zizova up here, so let's see. Hopefully this works.
Somebody said that, I believe said that in the commentary, saying that Melotti is the...
Well, it doesn't say in Zizova whether it is the plural.
Right. Okay.
But it's related to it somehow.
Yes,
I believe
and Bumalotti as well too.
Okay, well done. You got all the Lotties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one with two M's, yeah.
Yeah, Bumalotti, Bum-a-lotti, and Lottie and Malotti. And
Yeah.
yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's, I guess we go with that, right? There's some other options.
Yeah, well, there are other options, but that one, I mean, that
Scores way
scores the
more.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah, it scores the most, and it helps me for my next turn too.
Well, he doesn't have an S, right? I mean, I'm just kind of trying to think what he's thinking. He's probably thinking, I'm down 33 points. So
Score. Yeah,
this
score.
gets him close. Also, he doesn't have an S, and to him, there are 3 unseen and a blank. And
Right,
he's the
and a
one
blank.
bingo lane.
Yep. And I'm throwing out 5 tiles and scoring the most.
Right.
Score.
So he probably needs a lane, Anyway, it backfired. Because you have, SOOSITE.
Usiest.
Yeah, there's a few bingos. You play Ostiols.
Yeah, the one that scores the most, I believe.
There's one that scores more.
Usiest scores more, but it's more dangerous.
But it's crazy, yeah. I mean, there's huge hotspot here.
Yeah,
and here and here.
Yeah.
So yeah, those 2 points are not worth it.
Yeah.
There are other bingos just for completeness. But
right.
Yeah. So even under pressure, you're finding your basic bingos, which is good.
Yeah, this didn't take that long. I mean, I probably first saw Stoolies and then said, wait, there's more, and then Ostiols, and then okay, scores the most.
Do you think you're a fast player or just a regular speed player?
I used to be quicker when I started, and then I've become more deliberate. And then in more recent years, when I've played in less tournaments, sometimes I've been more deliberate just because I'm not in game shape.
Right. Yeah.
I don't get to play really anyone here. So
yeah. Like those instinctive plays, you'd like take an extra
second to
think about.
Yeah. It's so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say I'm more deliberate since the first few years that I played.
Yeah, well, age comes to all of us, doesn't it? So, all right. So he has a Z or a Z. I guess for David it's a Z. VIPRN blank. So he's got the blank, but he's got the Z to score, but the rest of it's not particularly great. So he scores with zip.
Yeah, this one seems to be. I don't
do the moves here for this one. It's simming well, but again, he's in a difficult position already. I mean, I guess this win percent needs to actually account for the fact that he can lose by 35, which we can't plug into Quackle, but.
Yeah, I mean, for this thing, INRV is blank is, pretty good. I mean,
Minivers and things like that.
Yeah, and even through that O and Ostiols there too. I mean, that's the only vowel it looks like, or the A. I mean, I guess technically the A in melody.
Yeah.
Technically is something.
And I guess like over lane and all sorts of things could end up coming down here. Over words, and then of course down here. I think zip seems fine, right? Yeah. Okay. So he gets rid of 2 consonants, and you have double B, double R, ITE.
Yep, I do.
So, okay, there's some irony here, I've noticed.
Yeah. This play was. So I thought about this for a bit, and I eventually went with Brit, and then he said hold.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay. He's just like maybe he's checking something, I don't know. And then after maybe a minute, I can't remember how long it was. He said challenge, and I got okay. So then we walked up there, and it was fine. And
were you worried, or you were not worried? You just knew it was a word, right?
I guess I was 99.9% sure when he said hold.
But if someone challenges you, especially a good player, you always have that moment of, did I just do something crazy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this is what he might be confusing.
With the double. Yeah, I believe that's what the case was. Yeah. That it wasn't. And then of course in the chat and the commentary was, in the video was saying, "Oh my gosh, a Brit challenge, Brit."
Yeah.
Like, I mean.
Yeah, I presume it's just the kind of, double T, single T thing. I guess the only thing under like completely normal, neutral circumstances, a 5-point challenge, if you're not 100%, it's worth doing it.
Right.
I wonder in the special circumstances of him needing to not lose by 35, as in you win by 36. Sorry, 36 points was the difference. those
Right.
5 points can become even more relevant, couldn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe the rule still applies. If you're not 100%, make sure you challenge words.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. I mean, for not just new players to call-ins, but for any players, really. I mean, I do that times too, where if I'm not 100% sure of a word and it's,
Yeah. Have you played Sorry, go on. No.
No.
Yeah, have you played 10-point challenge?
Yeah, I played it. Remember in Vegas tournament?
Oh,
The one in the
yeah, that
the one
was
in that was
2012 or something.
that was 2012. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait. It was that was 2012. Yeah, it was February of 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 10 points. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I've played in Dallas in a 10-point challenge. I think that slightly changes the dynamic of challenging.
Yeah, and that tournament also involved someone not winning the tournament because of the challenge.
Oh yeah, because of the challenge rule. I mean, that happens. Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this seems to be the best play, especially because you got the extra. I was trying to think of the nickname for a 5-pence piece, but there isn't one, I don't think, because normally you'd say nickel, but we do not call it nickel. Okay.
Right.
So, well, we've established you're good at bingos, and you have Avenir blank. Sorry,
right.
This is David. You don't need to be good. This is David. He needs to be good. Right?
Yeah. Well, because people. Okay, so
he didn't play that.
Well,
he played that.
Yeah. See, the thing is, people then on the chat in the commentary were saying that did he put me on hold because he was trying to see if he had like a triple through the B or a bingo through there, and then he probably didn't see what the bingo through the B.
There is one through the B, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't see that, and then decided, okay, I'm going to challenge it.
Right. I mean, that's a good strategy. If someone plays a word you're not sure of, but it gives you the possibility of a really high-scoring comeback. Then...
Yes, I believe he took a couple minutes. That's why I think he took a couple minutes to think about that, to see that. So yeah, he did not see vibrance.
Yeah. So this is 86 points.
Yeah.
Avenir's that he played was 67, and there's a couple of others that are only 3 points different, which he maybe possibly saw but rejected because of the comeback plays. Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, well, River Rain's easier to see probably than River Man, I would say, but just because it's higher probability.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure which I'd see first, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
This requires you to have an E to come underneath, and it's not R is not a great combination to underlap.
Right, yeah.
And the V is a nice blocking tile for this way, so... Maybe he made that decision and clearly just didn't see vibrance, but we can all miss bingos.
Right, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like he would have seen vibrance. There's no reason he would have played Avenir's if...
He saw it, yeah. Okay, so you have a V this time with BEEINR. And let's check in on the scores. There's 4 points difference. You're winning by 4. And there are how many in the bag? So you play verb, but there are 5 in the bag. So what were you thinking at this point? Only up by 4 points.
Yeah, so at this point I wanted to see how much I could score, but I also wanted to keep synergy with vowels and consonants too. So I wanted to keep, I guess, if I could score like 30 plus, if I could score more than 30 maybe, then I would forego maybe that approach to score more.
You score exactly 30.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really. I guess. I mean, I played. Yeah, as you'll see, verb there.
Yeah.
I did that just. I guess to keep synergy of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I guess it's not the best choice of.
There's hardly. There's only IOOU vowels to be
right.
unseen to you. IOOU, which is a weird combination of vowels left, and a lot of clunky consonants. C, F, F, H, K.
K, yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, this game's not going to come down to a bingo.
No. Right, most likely
Yeah,
not.
it's most likely not. So I'm going to try and score points. And I mean, the R is usually a good tile, but at this point of the game, I'm going, I don't know. I guess I'm covering that line there too. Whatever. I don't know. There could be some possible big plays from the B. With the C and the K that are
Right.
still out there, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We could
I'm
look those
just
up, but I don't see any right now. But you're right. There easily could be some. I mean, this scores a lot of points. I mean, it scores as many as you're going to score, more or less. And you're
yeah.
keeping the E, which, especially with the H's and the
case, yeah.
F's, with the F's and the H's, could become valuable. So, all right, you play it, and you're up by 31. And he has 2 F's and a U and I CST. So, he plays fit. No, he doesn't play rough. He plays fit, which I can't see exactly where he plays fit. Do you remember where he played it?
At the bottom of 15A, I believe.
Right here?
I believe. Yeah, put that in there. I think that's what it is. Well, what did the... Yes.
Yeah, I actually can look forward one move here. He does play fit there. That's what he exactly plays.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Get 11 behind.
Yeah, that's what he did. I think this was, I believe, was discussed in the chat as well, and I don't remember what exactly.
Right. There's a few plays, but I'm not sure how much we should be trusting Quackle's evaluation here. The highest simming is actually the one that scores only 11 points and leaves 0 in the bag. So
yeah, that's not a good. Yeah,
I can't work out why that does well. So I don't. Who knows which of these are the quote best play?
Yeah, I mean he doesn't. I mean, the fact is he doesn't know what I've just or how many vowels are actually left in the bag, and it turns out there's. I think I just my next turn you'll see, I guess, but
next turn you have E-I-O-O, so you drew a couple
I
of
drew
vowels.
everything except except for the U, I guess. The U was the only and then he has the U. Sorry, he has the U. So there was nothing left. Yeah.
I guess the only thing to kind of think about is that under normal circumstances, he's actually, I've just noticed, playing fit. He's left a very juicy H spot, but
right. And he doesn't have the H.
He doesn't have the H, which is dangerous. But he doesn't have to lose this. He can lose this by 5, 10, 15, 20 points. So it's maybe worth just trying to get to the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we were both. This was a time when we were both getting under like 5 minutes.
Right.
I believe that's what it came down to.
Yeah. This is a very hard position, I think, to know to know exactly what is actually the best play. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, from his point of view, there were how many vowels? 4 vowels unseen out of the nine remaining tiles. So he's thinking,
4 vowels.
So he's thinking, I'm probably going to get at least, with a 3 tile play, I'll probably get at least 1.
Yeah, he didn't.
Because I drew them all.
Yeah, you left the H and the N in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have bookie and an N, and
the bag is empty now. Yeah,
bag is empty. You know exactly what he has. How long did it take?
This one, it took. Yeah, I guess I did see. I guess. Did I say Icon and Inoki first? But I mean, Icon is, I think, better in that one, especially since because it doesn't put the K. So and then I saw ebook after, and I said, you know what, I just using the B and the K, and so I'm left with IN, and I've got multiple places to go out with.
Right. So this play of ebook puts you up by. If I quickly do the math, it puts you up by 41.
Right. Is it 11? Yeah, 41. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just let's move forward on here just with your play. Yeah, by 41, and you can't lose. Again, 36. So, had you calculated his exact best move?
No. Well, I must have. I must have, but I was seeing some things.
I'm trying to work out what it is, his best move.
Yeah, I was thinking that he had possibly something with what titles does he have?
Well, he has
Sorry, I can't see that
you
side
can't
of the.
see them. No, it's FCHNSU. Well, you can see them up here,
Okay.
right? FCHNSU.
No, I can't see that because our
Oh,
faces are in the
sorry.
way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's okay.
FCHNSU.
Right. So,
So I just
I mean,
realized he only has the U. That really limits what he can do.
yeah, I mean, yeah. If he had a
Oh,
better tile
phone.
with it, yeah, phone and then Hauf. But I
Yeah.
don't think I might have not seen Hauf at the time. Um, and he doesn't have a 3-letter play that goes with the chat in the bottom
No.
left corner.
No.
His UH is all he has, and that's not, you know,
Yes.
he knows, I mean,
28 is his
he,
highest scoring play, I believe. Well, we'll find out in a second, but I believe
yeah,
that's his highest.
yeah,
So, yeah, you play this.
yep.
And he ends up playing Half, as we just said. He does have a play down there.
Oh, it's CH. Yeah, it was CH. Oh, yeah, right, that one. Yeah, actually, I think does that win the game?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I
No, it
think
does not win the game.
Or no, I mean, does he get within 35?
Okay. So let's
Yeah.
look at that. So his best scoring
He would be
plays.
down by 7. Yeah, so he would be down by 7 after that. Or sorry, not 7, 9. Be down by 9 after that.
Yeah, let's just do it. So if he played CH, he would be down
Yeah.
by is it 9? Yeah, 9. And
9.
where are you playing IN? Where did you play it? Do you remember where you played it?
Yeah, well, I played it. I mean, I played it where he played Hauf, and beside there, and I played Ion, going parallel to that.
So you'd have to find somewhere else to play it.
I mean, IN there is what? It's 10 points there.
Yeah. So
I don't think that there's much other.
You're going to get 14 from his rack.
Yeah, and if I score 10, that's 24, and that's 33. That's not enough.
No.
No. So apparently, I think
this might
CH would have won the game. Yeah, CH would have. I think they mentioned that or something.
Right. Well, not won the game, but won the tournament.
Yeah, won the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting. God, that's I guess you're down on time. It's hard to work this out. So he plays half. Let's put that in. You were left with IN.
Yep. And I picked the second best play. Yeah, because
you did.
Yeah, I didn't play. I didn't.
No,
play
Uni's the best play.
Yeah, Uni's the best play, but I didn't play that.
Oh, you played Ion. Oh, okay.
Ion, yeah.
I didn't realize you played Ion, right? No, you played Uni. According to cross tables, you played Uni.
That's no. Well, I mean, we can see the video on there, but it doesn't matter. It's 1 point different. I believe I played the one that was.
Okay.
I think that's what they had hoped that I played because they said, "Oh, he's going to play Uni."
Right. So if he had played CH, just to wrap that up, the difference would be 9. Then you would have got, I believe it was 14 from his rack, 23.
Yeah. So 23, and I
this is your best
10,
play.
I think.
This is your best play, 10, 33. So that's 3 points too few. You would have, I think, won by 33 with Pion after CH.
Yeah. And hopefully hope that he challenges the last play.
Right. Yeah. So that's it can come down to very, very small margins.
Yep.
You know, and same with me again, I hadn't looked through this game today, but my eye was immediately drawn to this spot, thinking it must be the highest scoring play.
Yeah, that's what I'm sure he eventually.
And
he was getting low on time.
Yeah,
so,
of course. Yeah.
I mean, and he was figuring stuff out too. But I mean, I don't know what his
you claim you played that, but the tape says you played that. So.
Well, the video will probably show that I played.
I'm sure the video is accurate.
Yeah, the video is more accurate.
Yeah, this was a fun game to go through, and I think I don't think you had to do anything particularly exceptional here, but you just had to make a lot of like small decisions and make them correct, and just not miss
bingos.
Miss bingos, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Some games are just like that, aren't they? Just don't make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, limit your mistakes, and if that happens, hope you get lucky the rest of the time.
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
or as lucky as you possibly can.
Yeah.
But yeah, each play, try and make your best play each time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Exactly. That's what it's a game of. Okay, that was fun. We'll do another one soon. And thanks, Evans. Evans. Thanks, Evan. That was good.
thank you for having me.